Period. Hey YouTube. I haven't recorded in God knows how long, y'all. Like, I haven't forgot about my YouTube channel. I have not forgot about my YouTube channel, y'all. I have not forgot about y'all. I just been working on other stuff. Like, don't mind my background. The reason why I'm recording in my closet is because my son is asleep in my bed and I don't want to bother him. It's been a long day for both of us. So he's asleep and I didn't want to record being all loud and stuff in the room. So I'm in the closet. But anyways, this is like a vlog type story time, whatever you want to call it. It's it, whatever you want to call it. I feel like my tongue ain't finna fall out. But whatever you want to call it, vlog, story time, whatever. But this is about a business. Okay, so make sure y'all check out. I'm going to tell you about my business and what I offer. And then I'm going to tell you about if you got a business, what mindset to have. So I'm kind of going to talk about businesses, everything like that. So this YouTube video is about if your business is not on the radar, not to give up, what to do, how you know if you have an entrepreneur mindset, and how to go by pursuing your entrepreneur mindset. But first, I'm gonna tell you about my business and what I do. Slayed by China. I know y'all probably seen it as a thumbnail. Slayed by China is my business name. It's claim. I own it. It was Glam China, but I changed the name because I did not take Glam China serious. When I was doing Glam China, I feel like I still was a beginner with doing hair. I feel like I didn't take it much serious as I do now. I feel like Glam China is just somebody who did not know what she want to do, who did not take her career seriously, who kind of wasn't promoting her business like I am now. That's Glam China. I don't want to be Glam China anymore. I want to be styled. No, I'm sorry. Slayed by China. That's what I want to be. Slayed by China. So I changed my name. Slayed by China is a girl who knows what she want to do. She want to be an entrepreneur. She's going to have $1 million hair business. She don't want to work for nobody. She don't want nobody to work under her. Slayed by China does it all. She's serious about her business. She's promoting her business. She doesn't care who helps her promote. She's going to promote her business. She's making social media. She's making content. She's not giving up. She's not shy. Oh yeah, and Glam China was shy. She did not know how to talk to people. Slayed by China do not give a fuck. She's promoting her business. She'll promote her business every day if she have to. She knows what she wants to do. It's stamped, it's stuck, it's there. So Slayed by China definitely earned her name. But that's my business, Slayed by China. And let me tell you a little overview what I do with my business. So what I do with my business is I do intensive hair care treatments for those people who hair's falling out, chemo, whose hair falling out with certain type of cancers, whose hair has fallen out with braiding, edges, whose hair done fall out by hair chemicals. You can put certain hair chemicals in your hair and your hair can have a reaction. Medications can react to your hair falling out. Stress can react to your hair falling out. getting in an altercation or a fight can result in your hair falling out. So I offer those treatments. Those are called intensive hair care treatments. And I provide all the products. I always ask my customers, is it anything you allergic to? I always tell my customers what I'm using. I don't never just put a product in their hair and then wait till their hair starts burning or their hair starts tingling. Because you know, some products you put in your hair, I know peppermint. Peppermint tingles your hair. Certain type of peppermint, intensive care. Not intensive care. That sounds like a hospital name. Like, I'm already fucking up. But no, it's like peppermint, it's peppermint something. It's for hair, but when they put it in your hair, it starts tingling. So I let my customers know before what it does. I let them know what's inside of it, what it's going to do to their hair. So I always talk to my customers and tell them what I'm doing. I had a customer, I lie to you not. My first customer since Slayed by China, since I changed my name. I had a customer come to me, and I'm going to tell you everything she told me. Everything she told me. Because hopefully she look on this video and she realized that she really made me grind harder. And she made me look at some key points. And she made me grind harder. So I'm going to tell you everything she told me. So she saw my website, Slayed by China. She was an older lady, probably in her, I don't know, her early 40s, her late 40s. She didn't look that old. She looked no more than 45. She claimed she didn't know about hair. But where I'm from, I'm not saying she was lying, but where I'm from, I can read people. I'm the type of person, we can play that game. You know how some people come to you and pretend they want to see where your mind is. They want to see if you know your stuff. So I'm not saying she was lying. I'm just saying I peep game. But I'm a hairdresser. I'm very classy. Any other time, I would have been on some what the fuck. You know, I would have been on some. But I had to realize Slayed by China is a hairstylist. She knows her stuff. She's very classy. I don't got time to be ghetto. My business is not about ghetto-ness. I don't care what your attitude is. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business to run. I have money to be made. So no one is going to make me get out of character. I don't care what you say about China. When it comes to my money, you're not playing. And I'm not saying this to her. I'm saying this to anybody. You're not playing me about my money. That's something you're not going to do, because that's how I eat. That's how my family eat. That's how my son eat. And that's how my kids going to eat. You're not playing me about my money. I'm a street hood. I'll fight you when I'm off work, but while I'm on the clock, I'm very classy. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Answering all your questions, you know. Period. Period. So she was totally blindsided by hair. She said she was old. She didn't know much about hair. But I'm like, if you don't know much about hair, why do you have crochets in your hair? So obviously you got to know something about hair. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a hairstylist. In the same way she was observing me, I was observing her as well. I was looking at her hair. I was like, wow. Like, okay. Like, I could really slay. I could have slayed her hair. If she wanted me to, I could have made those crochets look so new. I could have did her edges. You know, her crochets look like she was having fun with them. You know, whoever did them was probably an older person that didn't know about hair neither. I don't do braids. Because my nails are too long. But that's not why I don't do braids. I can still braid your hair back to put the wig on. Or braid your hair down or whatever to do, you know, a quick weave. versatile. You know how you have like braids at the front, sew in the back, or quick weave it and take the front out and have it loose. I can still do that, but I don't do braids because I don't want to do braids. I don't specialize in braids. I do dread with retwists. I do twists. I know how to do crochets, but I don't do crochets because I don't choose to do crochets. That's something I don't do. But I could have fixed her hair as well. Oh yeah, and let me go back into my business. I do wig cleaning. I do wigs. I do frontals. I do intensive treatments. I do dread retwists. I do twists. I just don't do braids. I don't do box braids. I don't do crochets. But I could have definitely fixed her hair for her and made it look more presentable than what it was. So, and I repair wigs as well. So if you come with a frontal that need cleaning, or you come with a frontal that need cleaning and you need it put back on, I do that as well. If you come to me with an old wig, like let's say you come to me with a wig that look like this, I can fix a wig that look like that. I can fix your wig for you. It depends on the condition it's in and the length. So I charge the condition and the length. So this right here, this wig is not really in bad condition. It's just like I don't like the texture of the wig. So I just put it up there and, but a wig like that will probably be $70. I have it looking brand new. But yeah, she came to the house. She pulled up at my apartment complex, and she came to the house. I can tell she was very, I don't know, the vibe she gave me was she one of those women who kind of judgmental women. Like she's the type that you can talk to her and tell her and help her, and then she'll judge you. Like, that's the vibe she gave me. I can read people. I read her vibe. And the vibe I read from her, like, she's a sweet person, but she's a very observant person. I can tell you right now, she probably was a Gemini or a Aries. I think she was a Gemini or Aries. But that's the vibe I gave her. That's the vibe she gave to me. Like, and so I just made the website. Like, I had just made the website, my business website page. I didn't really take it serious. Like, I was just laying in my bed and I was going through a lot those couple of days. I was going through a lot. So I didn't have time to clean my room. Before she came, I was throwing stuff in bags. I was making up my bed. What the fuck is that? I was making up my bed. I was trying to do everything. Like, I was in the process of washing my sheets. I was cleaning my bathroom. You know how, like, when you going through a lot of stuff, you really don't have time to clean up. You really don't have time. Like, cleaning up was the last thing on my mind. My room wasn't dirty, but it wasn't presentable to somebody. So she was my first customer from that website. So when she called me, I'm like, okay, yeah, we can meet today. Da, da, da. I was so happy. She was my first customer. So I was, like I said, I was cleaning up. I didn't even get to shower. Like, I just threw on some type of long furry thing I had on. I had on this shirt. I didn't have on this shirt. I had another shirt. I had a bonnet on my head. I was just finna clean my wig. So my wig was off my head. I put a bun. I don't know what bonnet I had on. I had put a bonnet on my head. I was not presentable. But now I know whenever I bring a client, my shit gotta be legit. She was my first client since I made that webpage. So I was trying to get everything in quick. I could have let her wait till like the next day or like the next week, but she said she worked. So I was like, Monday won't be a good idea. And she was my first client, so I didn't want to lose her. So I was like, you know what, today. So, but now I know your shit gotta be legit. So she was like, I don't know nothing about hair. I'm thinking she going to come to me with a natural fro. Or I'm thinking she was going to come to me with her natural hair. or some dreadlocks. She came to me with crochet. So I'm thinking, you know something about hair. You know enough to get those things in your head. So she came to me, she came in the house or whatever. Like I say, my room was not presentable. And like I say, my shop has just opened back up because I haven't, only person hair I've really been doing since I moved to this apartment is my hair. So I haven't made a room for my hair yet. And I should have thought about that before I made the website. But I didn't think about that, you know. So I was going to have my room as my shop because I have everything in my room for my hair. So I was going to have my room for my shop. And I was like, well, this is my little shop. I have hair products right here. I have hair products right there. And she was just looking around or whatever. Like I said, I had my table was a mess and everything like that because I was going through a lot that weekend. I didn't have time to clean up. I was back and forth. I was barely in my apartment. Like, that was the first day. Luckily, she called me that day because she would have called me like a day before that. I couldn't meet with her because I wasn't at home because I was going through a lot. I had other stuff going on. And so she came in. I was showing her wigs and everything like that. I was showing her hair on my laptop. She was like, she didn't know nothing. She was like, what's a frontal? How do you know what's a frontal? And when she was asking me all that, to be honest, I felt like she was now trying to play me. I felt like she was playing my intelligence. And if it wasn't for my job, and if it wasn't for me doing a business and knowing I have priorities, I would have probably flipped on her. I probably would have cussed her out. I literally would have cussed her out like she was, you know, but I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, people do talk, and she may go tell her friends, like, I know somebody who do hair, da da da. She knows her stuff. She knows this, she knows that. So every question she was throwing at me, I was answering every question because I know this stuff. I know about hair. I'm not some fake con artist. I know about hair. I know my stuff. So it's nothing you can't ask me. I have an answer for everything you ask me. And I was showing her pictures because I'm a visual person. And I know if I was pretending like I didn't know nothing and I was asking questions and somebody was giving me answers, I want them to show me, like, show me you know what you talking about. So I was talking to her, telling her, explaining to her, pulling up pictures on the internet for her. I was showing her everything. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know my stuff. Like, you can throw me wherever. It's nothing you can ask me that I don't have the question for. Only thing I don't know about is that in your head. I don't know about that stuff. But if you ask me about lace wigs, lace frontals, meltdown, all that, honey, I know. I'm good at what I do. Period. This is going to be my meal ticket. This is my bag. Slade by China is $1 million brand. So it's nothing you can't ask me that I don't know. So she was like, well, I'm going to just go to the hair store. I'm going to just get some hair. And I'm going to call you. And I'm going to let you know when I find the hair. So I'm like, okay. I knew then when she said that, I knew that she was just basically just trying to see if I knew my stuff. I feel like she was one of those people that target business owners and see if they know their stuff. I felt like she was one of those people. That's the vibe she gave me. So at the end of the conversation, I knew I wasn't going to see her again. I felt like she was just coming to me and seeing if I knew my stuff. I don't know if she was a patrol cop from the web page or what, but I knew it wasn't legit. She wasted her time and her gas because I didn't go to her. She came to me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. At least she know I know my stuff. Period. So a couple days go by. I text her out of the blue. I'm like, that was my book fail. I text her. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so hey, this is style. This is, I don't know why I keep wanting to say style. This Slade by China. Excuse me. I'm just checking on you and see if everything's all right, you know, because I'm a business owner at the end of the day. I'm an entrepreneur. So, of course, I want to check on my customers and see what's going on. See if she found everything okay. She was like, I'm sorry, you know, I've been at work all day. You mind, you got a second I can give you a call? She texted me and told me that. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I was like, a couple minutes later, she called my phone. And she was like, hey, China. And I'm like, did you find your hair? Like, did you find the hair you wanted? She was like, you know what? I could not find the hair I wanted. And I just decided that while I'm looking around, I'm just gonna get I'm gonna stick to my crochets. I'm like, ugh. After that, I wanted to hang up on her, but I had to remember I'm an entrepreneur. I got a business to run. She can go tell whoever, her daughter, her friends, or whatever, her girlfriends. You know, I didn't want to be rude about it, so I had to remain in my business voice. So she was like, you mind if I give you some feedback? I knew when she said that, I say she gonna be on some funny shit. So I was like, yeah, you can give me some feedback. And the whole time in my head, I'm thinking, I want to hang up on her, but she probably need me again. She probably realized that she don't want to get that in her head no more, and she want to get slayed by China. So I'm like, yeah, you can give me some feedback. So she's like, you know what, you know your stuff. She said, you're really sweet. You're a really sweet girl. You know everything. You know about your business. She was just basically telling me that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not some con artist that she probably thought I was going to be. Because you never can trust people on the internet today. And she was like, you answered all my questions. You was really patient with me. And there's nothing that I asked you that you didn't have an answer for. She said, you explained everything. Everything. You explained it to me. She said, and she was like, and have patience with me. She said, most business owners, they don't have patience like that. Which they don't. And that's how they lose customers. Like, you have to have patience even with the customers who put on the act. You got to have patience with them because you never know. One day they may want to come back to you or refer somebody to you. You never know as a business owner. So I'm thinking to myself, I felt proud of myself, you know, because like I say, I didn't change the name for nothing. This is what I want to do. This is $1 million brand. So I'm not finna let my ratchetness and how someone feels about me or how someone feel about my business or having anybody judge me. I don't care what you say about my business. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you never like me. This is my business. This is Slade by China. It's my business. I take my business very, very seriously. This is not nothing to play around with. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is how my family going to eat. This is how I'm going to eat. This is how my kids going to eat. This is what I want to do. And if you have a business and you put your mind to it and you put your time in and you invest in it and you believe in yourself, what somebody say cannot faze you. Because you done invested in it. You done invested in yourself. There's nothing like investing in yourself. If you invest in yourself and you believe in yourself, can't nothing, nobody around you can say to make you feel no type of way. If somebody say something about your business that make you feel some type of way, that means you don't believe in yourself. That means you don't have faith and you don't have trust in yourself. You don't have trust in yourself enough to prove them wrong. Because what they say, they're not feeding you. They're not giving you money. The only way they're going to give you money is if they come to your business, buy your products, listen to your music, or whatever you may be doing to make money. That's the only way they're feeding you. But if they're doing this and giving their opinion, it don't matter. Because their opinion is not feeding you. Their mouth is not feeding you. Period. And that's what I had to learn in the business. And I'll post my business on social media every day if I have to. It's somebody out there looking. And I'm just starting to build my brand. So it's not where I want it to be now. But I don't care if I have to get it up there myself. I'm going to get my business up there regardless. Can't nobody around me tell me shit. And that's on period. But anyways, back to whatever you want to call it. Back to her. So she was like, let me give you some feedback. I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, she was like, do you really wanna do hair where you sleep at? She was like, you cannot be about work all the time. You have to give your mind a break. You're gonna crash. I understood what she said because I was thinking about that all night. But was I finna tell her I just got out of a moving situation? Was I finna tell her I don't quite know if I want to have my business in my room or I want to have my business in the living room? Because I have a big living room. Because I really don't have too much stuff in it. I wasn't finna explain this to her. Because she wasn't giving me no money. She already told me she gonna put that shit back in her head. So I don't have no reason to explain nothing to her. At this point, it's pointless what she's telling me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I had been thinking that. But you have to start somewhere. In my old apartment, I had a room with just my hair products. And I'm going to put it... I'm trying to think. I want to let y'all see... I'm going to let y'all see how my old setup looked. I'm going to let y'all see. I'm going to post a video. But I had just a room for my hair. It was called Glam China. It was just for my hair. It was just for my customers. But the apartment I lived in before this, I don't even want to get into all that. But it was just for my customers. And, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I wasn't finna explain all that to her, though. So she was like, and she was like, a clutter. She was talking about my room. She was talking about my table because I had like a bunch of stuff on my computer table. But like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, or before I told you the story, I was going through a lot of stuff, but I was not finna tell her because she wasn't giving me no money. So I'm not finna explain nothing to her. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. She was like, and what about protection? Are you really going to trust those people coming in and out of your house? I think it's just the mother instinct in me. When she said that, it really made me think. I was like, you're right. Am I going to trust these people coming into my house? I'm like, you're right. She was like, do you have any protection? So now she was getting too personal. I'm like, yeah, I have protection. In my mind, the ghetto was finna come out of me. I was finna say, let them play stupid. They'll see what happened. But I say, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say something nice. I'm like, I have cameras in my apartment. So, my mother watches it on her phone. I didn't want to say we got guns. We got protection. I'm not even worrying about nobody playing stupid. Because ain't nobody that dumb. And I was going to be like, do you know, it's 2022, it's a lot of girls that do hair at their apartment, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to get into that. So I basically was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, well, I could have said a lot of stuff, but I didn't, I could have been like, you really going to put that stuff back in your head? I could have really got into it. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to her because she may need me again. And she already said I was a sweet person. So I kind of let her words influence me. So what I did after the phone call, I ended the phone call early. And I think she knew that I was fed up with what she was saying because the ghetto coming out of me. I say, okay, bye. Whatever. Click. And but I feel like I handled that phone call very, very ladylike. Because the old me probably would have cussed her out, and talked about her hair very badly. Because you're coming in here with hair looking like George Washington, and you're trying to tell me how my area looked. Like, I could have did you some justice. I really could have saved you. Like, are you serious? You want to put that shit back in your head again? It like it's 14, 15 years old. Crochets do not look like that. But I was like, okay. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to, I just kind of, because I feel like she was trying to comfort me. I feel like she was trying to be smart. And, some people are like that. And whenever you're trying to build a business for yourself and you got people that's funny like that. And it's 2022, man. People are doing hair in their car. Women is selling pussy. People doing anything to get $1. And you telling me, do I want to do hair in my room? It's people doing hair in their kitchen where they eat. If that's not nasty, I don't know what is. Are you serious? But I didn't get into it. I'm like, okay, so she's one of those 1995 women, she want to go by the book. I'm thinking, if you're going by the book, you're not making no money. She probably fuck for money. You never know. She probably mess with old white men for money. You never know what she does. But you definitely got to watch out for people like that. So what I did on my site is I kind of changed my stuff around. I was like, you know what? She's right. Because I was thinking the same thing, I was going to let her influence me. I was going to let her stop my money, because my mindset was not strong. I was going to let her stop my money. So I went on my website and I was like, shop clothes. And I was like, I'm just selling lace. I'm just selling lace frontals and cleaning wigs because I don't have my stuff together. Because my hair setup is in my room. I haven't set my hair up in my living room yet. And I'm like, that's tacky. I don't want to set my hair product up in my room. I want to wait till I get a house. So I was going to put my dream on the back burner because this middle-aged old lady, old crochet wearing lady told me, and I'm not trying to throw shade or nothing. I just hope my message get out to somebody that want to pursue a career, that want to be an entrepreneur, but it's somebody like that kind of push you back. Don't let nobody affect you. So I thought on it. And I'm like, you know what? This is what I want to do. You have to start somewhere in life. It's people that sell CDs outside of a store. And now they own a whole studio. So you have to start somewhere. You have to have money to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start investing in your money, you can take your money and buy a shop. You can take your money and buy a studio. Or you can leave it in your house. So I'm thinking, I'm not finna let her words stop me from what I'm doing. I know my stuff. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at what I do. I'm not finna let her words affect me. So I went back on my website like 2 days later and got on there and was like, shop back open. So you know what? You have to work with what you got. Of course you're not going to have. I done invested enough money in my hair business to do hair. I done invested in hair products. I done invested in hair chairs. I done invested in all kind of stuff. I have everything to do hair. I just haven't set my setup yet in the living room yet, or where I'm going to do my hair at. So if I have to do some heads in my room, that's what I'm going to do until I set my setup up. She's not going to stop me from eating. She's not going to stop me from getting money. And that's what I learned from that conversation. I'm like, no, if I don't care if I have to do hair in my closet, I will until I get my setup right because I'm good at what I do. I'm very talented. She's not going to stop me. So the message that I want to give today is don't let nobody stop you from making money. You have to start somewhere in life. Remember, you have to crawl before you walk. So whenever you get enough heads or whatever and this and that, then you can move your setup. But she's not going to affect me. I don't care if I have to do hair beside my bed. That's what my hair products is, really. And then she had the audacity to say, do you really want your work to be? Yes, I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. I love doing hair. I'm not like some of these middle-aged old women who just work because they don't like what they do, but they don't have another choice. They have a choice, but they'll rather work at a job that they hate. I love what I do. I love hair. Literally, soon as I get up from my bed, I have a stand that have hair products on it. And I admire the fuck out of those hair products because that's what I love to do. I'm not the type of person that's going to go to a job every day that I hate with a passion. I don't care about the people because I don't like the job. Like, no, I love what I do. So I'm not finna change what I do because of something you're saying. You probably hate the fuck out of your job right now. But I love what I do. That's the difference between me and you. So I'm just letting you guys know, you know, don't let nobody influence you. You know, you got to have a strong mindset because there's people in this world and it's family in this world. It's friends in this world that will tell you something to steer you from the right path. But they not going to say nothing when that money start running in. They going to want a piece of it. You wrong. For real. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Period. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I don't got it. But yeah, for you guys out there that do not want to work a 9 to 5, who work a 9 to 5 but want a secondary job, everybody is going in business for themselves. That's where the money is. You have to invest in yourself. That's you have to have more than one income. Remember that. You have to have more than one income. I'm not talking about something illegal. I'm talking about something illegal. Something is legal. Not illegal. Something is legal. That's not going to get you in trouble. That's what everyone's doing. Everyone is going in business for themselves. If it's not a boutique, it's selling plates. If it's not selling plates, it's OnlyFans. Like, that's where the money is today. So, you know, if you're thinking about going in business for yourself, you clicked on the right video. I hope I gave you guys a little heads up about what's to come, because you're going to have those people that I had that try you, and they just want to see if you're going to bend. They want to see if you're going to get nervous. They want to see if you're going to be like, tense up. They want to see that. And that's when you have to put your big girl panties on, put your wings on, and be like, yeah, big dog. You feel me? Big dog. Like, you ain't finna the fuck. So you gotta, you know. So if you want to go in business for yourself and you do not know what to do, it's so much stuff to do. You can sell heels. You can sell pocketbooks. You can sell designer underwear. Long as you're making some side money, it's somebody out there that's going to want to, you know, be like, check you out. I'm going to check her out, you know. So if you're starting a business, I'm not just speaking for hair. If you starting a business, I know this sounds like a bomb. I know this sounds like, what the fuck? How am I make money? But if you're starting a business, you got to do free constellations. Meaning you have to give somebody a sample. Y'all know how Walmart used to be, or Bilo, when they had Bilo open, they'll have like little cookies, little cheese you try and you eat it. You be like, this is good. What they sell this at? And then you go over there and start buying it. Y'all remember how they used to do that stuff at Walmart and stuff like that and Bilo? That's what you have to do. You have to do freebies. Because when you do freebies, they're gonna look at it and say, damn girl, you good. And then they're gonna post on social media their hair. And if they may, be like, post your business or post your CD or have your music playing in the background when they posing up, showing their little butt. They may have your music or they may have your heels on or may have your little outfit, your little swimwear you selling or your wigs or your cell phone cases or your purses. They may be in a picture like this with your little Gucci bag. You gave it to them for free. You have to give free constellations. So you have to give some free samples. You can't just always be about money. Like, you got to give free samples. You gotta give free samples. And once you start giving free samples and they like the free samples, they're going to start coming back for more. So you can say, you know what? Since it's your first time buying from me, I'm going to give it to you for free. They're going to be like, what? They're going to be shocked. But you have to. Hairstylists, you got to give out a free hairstyle. And when you give out a free hairstyle, you got to put your best foot forward. You got to put your foot, your back, your toes, your neck. You got to put everything in it. Because someone's going to ask, damn, I like your hair. Who did it? And tell them, be like, leave me a review or shout me out or tag me on your social media when you post a picture. Like, you got to give those free constellations. And another thing, you got to be very social media oriented. Meaning, you got to be on social media. Like me, I really don't like Instagram. But that's where the celebrities be. Like, people be looking to get their hair done all the time. Whether it's just like lace cleaning, or whether it's wigs on hand. Like, people be looking for stuff like that. So you have to get on social media. TikTok is very big. I'm not a big fan of TikTok. Twitter is very big. But I do post my content on TikTok. I post my content on Twitter. I post my content on Facebook. And I post my content on Snapchat. And Instagram, y'all. You have to make an Instagram. You have to post your business on Instagram. And you have to follow those celebrities. Like Taraji P. Henson. You have to, you have to post Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. Like, you gotta, follow celebrities like that. Sometimes they'll follow you back. Sometimes they don't follow you back. And you cannot be shy. Like, sometimes you gotta message them and be like, hey, I like your hair. If you ever need a frontal cleaning, send them a message. But don't be a creep. Eventually they're gonna check their message. They're gonna check you out. So you gotta make sure you have your work. Every time you do a hairstyle, I don't care if it's on a dummy. I don't care if it's on a person you did your free hairstyle with. I don't care if it's on yourself. I don't care if it's on your mama, your brother, your sister, whoever. You got to take pictures. And you got to keep your page updated. So you got to post pictures. So every time I do my hair, I always post on my social media. So you have to always post and you have to tag your brand. You have to say Style by Slade by China. Or you have to post, when you post your CD, you have to post your rap name. You have to promote yourself. You have to promote yourself. And, eventually somebody is going to be like, damn, you good. And they're going to be like, how much you charge for such and such? Or how much you charge just for something basic? So you have to promote your brand. And another thing, I'm trying to see if I got everything. Another thing is you have to have patience. It's not going to happen overnight. Trust me, you're not going to be a big star overnight. A lot of big hairstylists, rappers, they failed a couple times. They're not going to get here and tell you, Oh yeah, I started rapping when I was 17 and blew up when I was the next day. It took some time. It's going to take patience. So you have to keep promoting your business and you have to keep believing in yourself. It's going to take some time. And they got all this stuff out now, like all these social media platforms. So that gives you really time to promote your business. So you have to just really keep, y'all, this chair compass hurt my booty. You have to really keep promoting your brand. Like, you can never stop. You have to really, 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 really promote your brand. And sometimes you can slide up on people's stories like, ooh, I like your hair. Be like, or if you see somebody's hair look kind of messed up or something like that, be like, girl, I can fix that frontal for you, you know? Say it in a way, don't, because you know, some people think you're trying to be funny, so you got to kind of know how to talk to them. You know, sometimes you can throw your business out there yourself like that, but you have to have patience. Nothing happens overnight. You have to have patience. And another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to talk down on other hairstylists. It's like, I know sometimes even I see other hairstylists, I'm like, they going hard over that. I could have did way better than that. You cannot get on social media trying to down the next bitch, because that's not going to make your brand blow. It's going to make you look like a hater. And the people going to be like, oh, I see why she doing that, because nobody fucking with her business anyways. So you don't want to put down no other hairstylists. You just want to, you know, just be like, well, I'm gonna take her client. I'm gonna show her client what a real hairstylist can do. Like, they hype over their hairstyle. What the fuck? I could have did that with my eyes closed. I know y'all be seeing that shit. Or like rappers, you be like, man, he can't rap worth a fuck. They going hard over that. Or she can't rap worth a damn. She don't even make no sense. Are you serious? Like, you just cannot get on social media down and the next person is trying to do the same thing you're doing. You have to remember, they're trying to get money just like you're trying to get money. So down in them is not going to make your service, you know, up. You have to invest in yourself. That's something I should have said first, but you have to invest in yourself. I'm not talking about going out spending your whole work check on $400-$500 wigs. I'm just basically talking about, just like, you have to put money in. A lot of people, they want to start a business and they don't want to invest. They just want to be like, you know what? I decided I want to sell plates, but I don't got food. Well, how you gonna sell plates? So you have to put money into your business. There's not no entrepreneur on this earth that can tell you they didn't invest in themselves. Sometimes people invest too much money in themselves and they go in debt. Or sometimes, you know, it's a lot of ways to promote, to invest in yourself. I know when I invested in myself, I just bought a whole bunch of products. But I love hair products, so it's not, that's something I've been doing. So that's how I invested in myself. I just bought like a whole bunch of products or whatever. So you have to invest in yourself. I'm not talking about go buy $500 chair or $500 sink. Like, you know, you have to still stick to your budget. And whenever you start getting those clients and you start getting this, then you can, you know, up your products. But like I say, you have to crawl before you walk. You cannot expect everything to be perfect. And that's where we fail. And that's my tongue tied. That's how sometimes we fail. And that's how sometimes we be like, you know what? I don't even have it all. I don't have the products. I don't have the money. That's fine. Start with something simple like a blow dryer. You know, tell people you blow dry hair, or tell people you just washing hair for $10. You know how many people like getting their hair washed? You know how good that feel? It releases tension and stress. You know, be braiding. Like, start by doing box braids. Go to Dollar Tree and just get some gel and get dollar packs of hair at the hair store. So it's a lot of ways. You don't have to get high stuff. I mean, don't go in depth, because you're trying to make money, not break yourself. So that's why I say you have to be really patient. Don't rush. Remember, it's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes it is just slower for others, because maybe other people don't have a backbone like some people. Some people got people that's helping them invest. Some people got people that's rooting for them. Some people got friends, real friends or real family that's putting money into their business with them. A lot of people don't have that. Some people really out here doing it, getting it out the mud by themselves. So it's going to take a little longer. And that's fine, long as you never give up. If it takes longer than the next person, it's fine. That don't mean that you're not going to blow up. That just means it's taking a little longer because you're getting it by yourself. So don't sit up there and be like, I don't have the support system, or I don't have the support team to help me like most stylists do. Most stylists, they don't get nothing but their family coming, or they don't get nothing but their friends or people they know coming, getting their hair done. And the only reason why they getting their hair done with them is because they know them and they trying to get them some money. Some people don't have that. So it's not going to be quick like it was for them, So, to be honest, I would rather get it out the mud. I don't want nobody helping me because they know me. I mean, I want you rooting me on and believing in me, but I don't want you just coming to me because I'm your cousin, or I'm your girlfriend, I'm your best friend. Like, I really want you to come to me because I'm good at what I do. I want you to come to me because I'm going to slay your hair. I want you to come to me because when you sit in this chair, you're going to get what you want. And you're going to, I'm not going to break your pockets. So I'd rather my support system be from strangers, because at least I know. Looks like that lady with the crochet. She told me what I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. So I prefer strangers to come to me than people I know. That's just my opinion. So if you one of those people who just have a low support system, that should make you grind harder. Period. And that's going to help you in the long run, because you're going to get more people that you don't know. You're going to get more people that tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And the stuff that you need to hear is just going to help you grind harder. It's going to make you think on your business. It's probably going to give you some courage. It's probably going to give you some pointers. You don't know it all, So words from other people can either make you or break you. Don't let it break you, though. Let it give you some pointers. Tell me what I need to improve on. That's why I'm big on reviews. Like, I wish she would have left me a review, but she told me over the phone. So, that's that's a check for her, She told me over the phone. So, that's what reviews for. People that is going to be like, well, I know her. I'm not going to leave her a bad review. That's my cousin. That's my aunt. That's my friend. I can't tell her nothing bad. I want to hear the bad. I want to hear it. No, tell me what I need to improve on. Tell me, hell. That's why I prefer strangers over people that I know. That's what's going to help you be a successful entrepreneur. That's going to help you be a successful business owner. And that's going to help you grow mentally and physically. I don't want to take too much of y'all time. I don't want to take too much of my time because I got shit to do. But I just want to let y'all know that. So if you're thinking about pursuing going in business for yourself, that's something you should know. If you're kind of lenient on going in business about yourself, or you're kind of like, after I watched Chyna, what she told me, I'm definitely gonna go in business for myself. So hopefully this kind of gave you some heads up. You're not alone. You got to just think about who you're doing it for and who you do it for. That's what's going to really push you. Promote, 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 promote. I don't care if you have to make every social media site it is. I don't care if you have to make every business page it is. Promote your business. And make sure you know your stuff. Don't have nobody come for you like she came for me. The most she was throwing it, she was getting it. You feel me? I was telling her everything she was asking of me. Period. But please make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been MIA, missing in action. I'm going to try to post more content. But I just had to get this video out there for people that want to start their business. Everybody is going in business for themselves. We ain't finna work for Uncle Tom for the rest of our life. Period. You know, we want to make some side money. Hopefully this video kind of gave y'all an outlook on side money and kind of, you know, helped y'all a little bit, you know, not to give up. But please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And oh yeah, check out Slayed by China. Please check out Slayed by China. It's in the Charlotte area. I don't know what area y'all in, but you know, y'all come to Charlotte and get slayed. Period. I'm out, y'all. Make sure you have a good Friday. It's Friday. I'm finna get my night started.